Welcome in to One and Only Horror Reviews, where I force feed your ass the only review you're gonna need on this movie. Today, we're talking tits, ass, and blood. That's right, we're talking about the 2015 sequel to The Visit. Wait a minute, it's not. What the fuck did I just watch then? The movie is titled X, and it's completely original. That is, if you call a group of young adults traveling out to a remote house in Texas, only to fuck each other in between getting slaughtered, then yeah, totally original. I'm just fucking around. This is the best Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie in 2022. I promise you that. Eat your heart out, Leatherface. Pearl and Howard run these dirt roads now. The plot of this movie is extremely simple and fits perfectly into that 1979 vibe. We all know 70s porn is the best. Hey, Lee, hey, I don't make the rules. It is what it is, okay? Give me that bush, baby. This group is setting out to film a porno called The Farmer's Daughters, and they've rented out a little cabin from this old couple. Now, obviously, they didn't tell them they're gonna be shooting loads all over their farmland, so, of course, some hijinks ensues. Now, when you're looking at the cast, I think it's a pretty decent, likable group of victims that they all want the same thing. They want to be rich. They want to be famous. Speaking of the cast, so let's break them down really quick. We have the star with the X Factor, Maxine Minx. Oh yeah, she's a little cokehead stripper that is not gonna settle for anything less than top billing. We have her boyfriend, Wayne, who's a little bit older, and he's producing this whole shit show. We have the blonde bombshell, who is not your stereotypical dumbass. We're talking Bobby-Lynne, and I took quite a liking to little old Bobby-Lynne. And no, not just for the two reasons you're thinking about. We also got RJ, who is the camera dude and kind of the writer of the whole porn. This motherfucker straight out of college, and he's trying to trick everybody into thinking he's gonna make a classy porn. Motherfucker, yo, you name the shit The Farmer's Daughters. I've seen a couple pornos in my lifetime. I know what you're doing, kid. You ain't fooling Jigsaw. Then we have RJ's sweet little innocent baby doll, Lorraine. Little old Lorraine, she is the boom operator. She's also the one lugging around all the cables and the equipment. Yeah, we got Kid Cudi. He's got a big dick. So those are the victims. Let's talk about the two creepy ass old people. Howard and his little old wife, Pearl. Hey look, I thought I had a crazy out of control sex drive, but I ain't got shit on Pearl. And she's gotta be in her 80s, maybe late 80s, so goddamn, girl. That wrinkled up pussy's got a thirst that cannot be quenched. As for Howard, oh man, poor old Howard. With Pearl horny 24/7, Howard he can't hang with his old lady anymore. No wonder why he's got a bad heart. She probably wore that thing out 30 years ago. But of course, Howard still loves his wife and will do anything, and I mean anything, to feed Pearl's desires. So let's get to the review and the breakdown, cause we got a lot to cover. First things first, name me one movie where the city folk are going out to the countryside and they don't stop at a gas station or some little country mart. I know you can't, can you? So the crew's heading out from Houston, Texas. They're riding around in their little van, heading out scripts for the little old porno. And we kind of really are just getting to know the characters at the very beginning. The only character that seems a little off to me is the little old innocent Lorraine. While everybody else is making out, she's kind of making eyes at him, kind of staring, being a little judgy. Honestly, at this point in the movie, I know right at the beginning, I thought they were going to do a swerve, and Lorraine was going to end up being the killer, killing everybody because they were like, the demonic type, because she's got the little cross, little crucifix. She's religious. Thankfully, they did not go that route. It takes a little bit, but the crew, they finally get to the house, little farmland, and they pull on up. And speaking of taking a little time, that's the one thing I noticed about this movie is there's a lot of slow parts in the movie. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just pointing out that they like to have people, fucking come walking around, slowly looking around at shit, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? They're kind of just building the suspense, and actually, I think it played very well into the movie. I think it really helped make the atmosphere, and it gave you that uneasy, unsettling feeling that this movie did a great job of dishing out. So Wayne heads up to the house, and the old man comes out and pulls a fucking gun on him. It appears that Howard is, kind of senile. He doesn't know what's going on a little bit, but hey, that might just be a little bit of an act. Howard finally takes the group down to the cabin, shows them where they're staying, and Wayne kind of forgot to mention other people were coming. So Howard lets them know how he feels about everybody and the whole situation.
I don't much like the looks of none of y'all.
Howard then tells everybody not to disturb his wife and takes the fuck off. Cue the sex.
Fucking finally.
God damn, do they get to film in that movie. We get a scene with Bobby-Lynne and Kid Cudi, who, by the way, his character name is Jackson in the movie. Full transparency here. Look, when I saw the cast of characters at the very beginning, no one's gonna be a porno. I looked at the tit department and I was a little disappointed. It marked me down as dumb as fuck because those tits were on point, motherfucker. But no, we didn't get any goddamn bush in this movie. How are you not gonna give us bush and pretend this shit was filmed in the 70s? I'm on to you. Downright goddamn disrespectful, I tell you what. As Jackson and Bobby-Lynne are fucking in the house, Maxine takes off in her little overalls, giving us all the side boob we're gonna need for the rest of our lives. She heads on down to this little river or lake or some body of water. Look, I'm not a goddamn geologist, okay? She strips down, butt-ass naked, and jumps on into the water. Now as Maxine is skinny dipping, we see the old lady come creeping in from the background, and she starts watching from afar. And she isn't the only one watching the X Factor herself. We got a gator lurking in that water too. He ain't the only one that spots that pussy, baby. We get this awesome aerial shot where Maxine starts swimming back towards the dock, and the gator comes on in after her. If it wasn't for the tits getting my blood boiling, it was this scene right here. The intensity, there's nothing really happening. It's the slowest chase scene, but you just feel the intensity coming through. And just when you think that motherfucker's gonna get got, Maxine jumps out of the water, the gator doesn't get her, and she didn't even know she was this close to fucking dying. Now that was good shit. So Maxine's going back to the little cabin, and she notices back at the big house that old fucking lady standing on the porch and kind of fucking motions her ass to come on over. We get this little back and forth scene where Maxine and Pearl are drinking some lemonade together, but also it's going back to the inside the cabin where Bobby-Lynne and Jackson are also drinking lemonade.
It's got a good taste.
I don't know exactly what the movie was trying to do right here, but it was creepy as shit, and maybe that's what it was doing. It was trying to give you that uneasy feeling. Old man Howard pulls up in his truck, and before Maxine leaves, Pearl gives her a little touch on the skin, little touch, and she tells Maxine, hey, don't tell anybody, this is our little secret. Yeah, creepy as fuck. That's some major red flags right there. This chick is fucking psycho. Maxine runs back down to the house and gets ready for her scene with Jackson. They all head to this barn, and Maxine rides the ever-loving shit out of Jackson. And guess who's watching? Little old Pearl got a front row seat watching from the window. Oh man, as I'm getting into this scene, and I'm getting into the scene, next thing you know, we got Maxine flashing in and out as Pearl, and I'm like, oh, what's happening right now? My dick is confused as fuck, but also intrigued. Pearl heads back to the house and comes up to Howard, starts rubbing her body, and she's asking Howard for that dick. But unfortunately, Howard breaks the news. I got a bad heart, bitch. Lay off the dick meat, okay? At this point in the movie, you don't know how crazy Pearl is, so they're giving you this little, oh man, she really wants a little bit of loving, you know? I feel a little bit sad for her. Don't feel sad, trust me, don't feel sad. So that night back at the cabin, Bobby-Lynne is singing some Dixie Chick song or some shit as it's going through a little montage showing all the victims, and it's going in and out with Pearl, who's just looking really fucking sad and depressed inside the house. I can't really tell if I like this little montage or if it came off cheesy, or hey, it was a little bit of both, I think, actually. So after the song, little old innocent Lorraine tells the group that she wants to be in the movie. RJ looks over at her and he gives her one of those The fuck you are, looks. Wayne has a little chat with RJ, convinces him, hey, just shoot it because Lorraine's gonna do this shit either way. You might as well support her or she's just gonna leave your ass. So in a really awkward scene, RJ films Lorraine going down on Jackson, and man, it's a little hard to watch. Look, Wayne had some pretty good points when he was talking to RJ, but what Lorraine did was kind of fucked up, doing this and not really talking one-on-one privately with RJ. It was even more fucked up. We didn't get to see Jenna Ortega's titties. Just some panty shots. Fuck it, who am I kidding? I'll take it, okay? I'll take it. So things are about to pick up, I swear to God here. It's a little slow going, but hey, it's worth it, I think. Up to this point, we've just been character building, and this movie done a really great job with that, I think. Why do I think it did a great job? Well, because I cared about the characters. So many other fucking slasher movies out there, all they care about is getting, the goriest kills, the fucking whatever, the craziest scenes. This movie actually makes you care about the characters. At least I cared about the characters. So while everybody is sleeping, a distraught RJ grabs those keys up and he's jumping in a van and he's heading the fuck out of there. But before he does, little old Pearl is standing in the driveway blocking the van. He gets out and goes start helping her out of the way, and she just straight up starts sexing this man up. She's hugging him and she's going in for kisses and all that good jazz. Sexual abuse stuff. He's like pushing her off and starts rejecting her. She's even about to give him the titty. He says no, and she says knife. So on the van's radio, Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper is playing as Pearl comes up and just mounts RJ. She takes that knife and just starts stabbing the absolute shit out of that boy's neck. I am no expert in the female orgasm. Correction, I am an expert. Mark that down. Hey, mark it down. Mark it down. But I'm pretty confident Pearl is showing us her O-face right fucking here. Oh, goddamn, girl, goddamn. This is an absolute fantastic scene, I think. The blood is squirting over the headlights. The screen turns red. She's fucking jerking it off or whatever she's doing. The gore level here is also pretty up there. And then she gets up, turns into one of those goddamn wacky, waveable, inflatable goddamn tube men. Honestly, just good shit all around here. At this point, Lorraine wakes up. She starts looking for RJ. And then Wayne comes out in his little 70s man thong. Goddamn Wayne. So Wayne says he's gonna help Lorraine find RJ. He heads to the barn, and in the goddamn moment of the movie, as he's walking through the barn, the CGI fucking wizards, whoever worked on this movie, you see a nail sticking up. As he's walking to it, you're like, no, cut away. Boom, he steps on the nail. You see it go in. It looks fucking beautiful. It looks horrendous. It looks goddamn ouchies. So with his foot hurt, Wayne hobbles over to the door, and there's 3 holes down the bottom of it. He isn't gonna look through those. Yep, he is. And I bet you $1 million he gets stuck in, yep, there it is right there, yep. Got him, right there. Called it. This was pretty predictable here, but you know what? I didn't hate it. The best part was little old Pearl coming up and then stabbing him one last time. I was gonna chuckle out of that shit. Howard catches Lorraine by the house and says he's looking for his wife and to come inside and to go down in the cellar to get a flashlight. Lorraine, did Jackson fuck your brains out or what? Why would you go down in this creepy old man's cellar, girl? So she goes down, gets a flashlight, and hey, guess what happens? She gets locked in. No shit. So as she's down there, she sees a naked dead dude tied up in chains with his pants down around his ankles. I bet you for 1 second she saw that dick and was like, oh, well, maybe. No. Let's scream. Putting 2 and 2 together, I'm pretty sure that motherfucker was Pearl's sex slave. Jackson wakes up and goes to get himself a swig of milk. And I didn't notice this until the second time watching this movie, but on the back of that milk carton, you see the missing person, and goddamn, if that fucking picture is not that dead dude down in the cellar. So Howard comes down to the cabin carrying his big gun and sees Jackson standing in the doorway, and that motherfucker's big ass dick is just hanging out. Hilarious scene. Really funny quick little shot. I loved it. Hey look, we all know Kid Cudi's got that fucking 1.5 foot, let me tell you. But I'm not gonna lie, I was just a little bit, jealous. So anyways, Jackson tells Howard he'll go down the lake, help him look for his wife. And this is where Howard outsmarts Jackson, tricks him, boom, shoots him in the chest with a shotgun. And then we have all 3 of the dudes dead. While all this is going on, Pearl has made her way into Maxine's bedroom and is stripped down naked. She slides into the bed, and in one of the most creepy scenes I can recall in a long time, she gets huddled up all onto Maxine, starts rubbing her body, starts fucking making out with her hair and shit. But the shotgun blast kind of wakes Maxine up. She turns over, opens her eyes, sees Pearl there, and screams. This wakes Bobby-Lynne up. She comes out of her bedroom, gets drive-by flashed by the saggiest titties in Texas, and then runs into Maxine to check on her. Bobby-Lynne then goes out looking for everybody because everybody's missing. She goes down by the water and she sees Pearl standing out the end of the dock, butt-ass naked. The reason I like Bobby-Lynne wasn't because of her nice-ass titties. It was because of her confidence, how nice she was, and she was just kind of smart. Oh shit, am I like a white knight now? Goddamn. She ran down to the end of the dock, wrapped Pearl up, was super nice to Pearl, and Pearl just called her a bitch, a whore, smacked the shit out of her. And then she just shoves her down into the water. And then the gator fucking eats her head off. Well, kinda grabs onto her and starts doing a little gator roll, kind of sounding like Peppy out there.
Do a barrel roll, do a barrel roll, do a barrel roll.
So as Maxine is cleaning herself off, she looks outside and sees Pearl and Howard walking up to the cabin talking about killing everybody. She takes off back into the cabin to go hide. Now, there's just one little thing that I gotta nitpick in this movie, okay? Earlier in the movie, when Pearl's coming to Maxine's bedroom, look at this shit right here. You can see how easy you can see under Maxine's bed. Very, very fucking clear here. Well, now Pearl and Howard, they're walking into Maxine's room. They sit down on Maxine's bed and they start fucking. Yep, I said exactly what I just said. Pearl tells Howard his heart can hold on, and he climbs onto that old moldy fucking muff, and he goes to town, daddy. The best and the worst part about what is happening on that bed is the fact that Maxine has climbed under it and they're banging right above her head. But I showed you how easy it was to see under that bed. There's no way they could have walked in without seeing Maxine under that bed. It's nitpicky, I know. I just wanted to point it out because I saw it with my fucking eyes, okay? Maxine takes off out of the cabin, goes to the van, sees the keys are missing, but then hears Lorraine screaming from in the house. Maxine goes and rescues Lorraine, opens the door, and she won't stop screaming. Maxine's like, please be quiet. We gotta stay together. Lorraine is just screaming her fucking lungs off, like, I hate you, whatever, I'm going on my own, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, God damn bitch, you better shut the fuck up right now. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this kind of happened when she was trying to escape. Oh, god damn. Okay, that hurt a little bit, I bet. So as she's completely ignoring Maxine, she runs out of the house, only to get blasted right in the face with Howard's fucking shotgun. Amazing scene. I chuckled as soon as it happened. Great, it got a good laugh out of that. So as Maxine's hiding around the corner, she's listening in, and you hear Howard and Pearl talking about all the others that they killed and they dumped in the water. So it makes you wonder, how long was this whole luring people out to their cabin and then kidnapping them, fucking the shit out of them and dumping their bodies? How long has this been happening over the years? And then another amazing moment happens in this movie. Howard is pulling Lorraine's dead body into the house and some blood just shoots up out of her face, and that motherfucker just turns to stone and dies immediately, falling against the wall and falling down. God damn, the last 10 minutes of this movie has been banger after banger. I'm just dying at this point laughing. And then we get a face-off with Pearl and Maxine, and Pearl tries to grab the shotgun and shoot Maxine. Maxine ducks, of course, and Pearl goes flying out the door, 15 feet back into the driveway. Another banger, goddamn. This movie is just very entertaining to me at this point in time. Maxine grabs the keys to Howard's truck. She's getting ready to leave, and then you see Pearl calling out to Maxine, calling her a whore, calling her everything under the sun. Not very smart. Of course, Maxine puts it in reverse, runs that bitch's head over, squishing it like a damn pumpkin. Love the effects there. And then, of course, Maxine drives off into the sunset, doing a bump of coke, of course, as you do after a fun day, and takes off as the movie comes to an end. So this movie was a ton of fun, and believe it or not, I didn't get into all the little small details, so even though I just spoiled the whole goddamn movie for you, if you haven't seen it, I still recommend going and watching it for yourself when it comes out on any kind of streaming platform, whatever. You need to go see the movie. I think you're gonna like it. The whole thing about Pearl and what's going on with the Pearl, I feel is that she is just kind of jealous of Maxine's youth, her beauty. She reminds her of her back in the day, and, you know, it's kind of course she's sex obsessed. Easy for me to say. But she's also very hypocritical when she's fucking just wanting the dick and calling everybody you can see a whore. The soundtrack, which I didn't really talk about much, was awesome as hell. Just me speaking from the heart right here in 2022. This is a breath of fresh air in the slasher genre, especially after that goddamn Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot, whatever you want to call it, that Netflix did. Goddamn, this righted all those wrongs. On One and Only Horror Reviews, I hand out little awards at the end of the video, and the first award is going to be the Shitbird Award. It's going to the person, place, or thing, or whatever that I dislike the most about the movie, and you know what? There wasn't a lot to choose from here, but I'm gonna unfortunately have to go with Lorraine. At first, I was a little suspect about Lorraine in the van as they were going to film the fucking porno. But then she got kind of cool a little bit. She saw that action and she was holding that boom. She fucking liked what was going. She got the juices flowing, if you will. And then all of a sudden at the very end, she just pissed me off a little bit. A little too annoyed. She's screaming, blah, blah, blah. She won't listen. Yes, I know she's freaking out. Probably realistic, but I don't know. I had to give this award to somebody. And it's going to Lorraine. I'm sorry. Next up, the cream of the crop award, which goes to the thing opposite of the shitbird, the thing I liked the best about the movie. And you know what? I really hate how I didn't talk about this motherfucker enough, but I'm gonna give the cream of the crop award to Wayne. This motherfucker was hilarious. I just like he just felt real. He got a really good accent. The dude's from fucking New Zealand, I saw, so that's pretty impressive. But he was a nice dude. He felt real, and he really cared about everybody with him, especially Maxine, and he just felt authentic, and I just hate how I didn't cover more of Wayne in this review. But go back and watch it. I promise you, you will like Wayne. Now, the kill of the film award is gonna go to, obviously, Pearl, but Pearl killing RJ specifically. When she mounted that motherfucker, it just started slicing his neck up. You could see the gore, the little chunks in his neck. Damn, that shit looked fucking brutal. Good on you. But the nice little touches of the music raging on, the blood splaying on the fucking headlights, the screen turning red, it just all came together, and I really fucking felt that scene, and you could tell, oh shit, this old lady is fucking psycho. I'm not sure if you got the idea yet, but I really like this movie. And now it comes down to the overall review, the number out of 10. And yes, I use decimal points, bitch. When it was all said and done, I'm gonna give this movie a solid, rock solid 8.7 out of 10. It was fun, gory, had nice ass titties. We didn't get a bush though, a couple points off that one. No bush, you're getting dropped a little bit. That's just how rules work around here. I don't make them up, that's just how they go. And if I had another little tiny criticism, I will say the kills weren't over the top and outlandish. They were gory, yes, but also they weren't crazy and super memorable. But I will say this on the flip side, they were more realistic, okay? You got two old motherfuckers killing these fucking young adults. You gotta think a little bit about that, okay? Now, if you don't mind, I've been battling these blue balls since watching this movie, so I'm gonna go deal with that. You hit the like button, you hit subscribe if your sorry ass hasn't done it already. I will be back for another one and only horror review, and you better fucking be here, cause if you're not, I'm coming for your ass.